Beefy Dog. She beat on it again. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm pressed the wrong button. Is back. I'm back. We're back. Beefy Dog, what are you sniffing? What are you sniffing? Are you gonna tell me what it is? Hooah! Beefy Dog peed on it again. That was a weird one. Yo, there's 19 people in the chat room. What? Hey, everybody. It's Christmas. I'm walking my dog because that's what I do on my live stream. So if you ever want to come back, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be walking my dog on a live stream. That's what we do. She's the star of the live stream. Vicky says hi. Vicky, thanks for being here. Merry Xmas. I'm walking around my brother's neighborhood. Came up here as soon as I woke up. I left the house and came here. It was weird. It was weird having Christmas and nobody was home. Nobody was home. Last night I was flipping through Facebook live streams last night, and it was so depressing. Oh my God, it was so depressing watching Facebook Live TV on Christmas Eve. It was so depressing. Hey, I was on mute. Thank you. So yeah, I was watching YouTube Live last night, and it was like so depressing. It was the most depressing thing I'd ever seen because all these people were on YouTube Live on Christmas Eve with nothing better to do. And now here I am on YouTube Live on Christmas morning. But I gotta say, earlier today I was watching YouTube, and it didn't feel so depressing. But I don't know, just last night on Christmas Eve, with all the single people, it felt so depressing. Hey, thank you, Vicky. Merry Christmas, stabworthy, said Billy Bongo. Billiard Bago, wait, that's a different person. Yo, Billiard Bago, thank you. Hey, there's 31 people in the chat room. We got 6 thumbs up in the chat. I'm stabworthy. This is Beefy Dog. We are not at our usual park. We're not at any of our usual spots because I am up north at my brother's house. I drove up this morning as soon as I woke up. Come up here to be with my brother and his wife and their baby. Their baby, he's like 9 months old. And yeah, he's cute. He was cute. He was really cute the day he was born. I was in the hospital with them, hanging out, and little baby Blake was so cute. But then the next day when I went to go visit him, he was like not as cute. He's starting to look more like my sister-in-law's side of the family. The day that he was born, he looked exactly like my little brother. He looked exactly like the way my little brother looked when he was a baby. And then, yeah, that was day 1. And then day 2, he looked different. Like, you know, babies, they're not real. They're just little pink blobs. They don't really look like anything yet. But he did look like my brother when my brother was a baby. And then every time I've seen him since then, he looks different. Like his eyes were deep blue, but they're gray now. There's no blue in his eyes. They're just gray. And yeah, was that? Oh yeah. So today I just saw Baby Blake. I just saw him Saturday, but I don't know. Seeing him today in his pajamas, he looked like my little brother again. It was cute. He looks really cute. He's got on his little Christmas onesie. Dago said, making my rounds. Hope it's a good one. Peace. Peace out. Thanks for being here, Dago. Vicky says, I have blue eyes. I have brown eyes. My eyes are the color of honey. They're like light brown. Like golden brown. Brown pretty, says Vicky. Almost the color of Beefy Dog. She has like golden brown skin. I like to say that she's orange, but yeah, I guess she is like a golden brown. That's what color my eyes are. Good girl, Beefy Dog. Good girl, Beefy Dog. Hey, anybody who's in the chat room, talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on? What's going on? What are you guys up to? How come you're watching YouTube instead of hanging out with your families? Anybody. And there's 28 people in the room. We got 7 thumbs. I think we could do a little better than that, guys. 7 thumbs. Okay, so my point was, my main point was that I was watching YouTube Live last night, late at night, Christmas Eve. So depressing. But this morning, Christmas morning, scrolling through YouTube, not so bad. Kind of hopeful, actually. Kind of hopeful. I thought it would make me feel worse than last night, but it didn't. I actually felt better. I think, yeah, I don't know, because, yeah, last night, all the single people on YouTube doing YouTube lives, like drinking beer, kind of depressing. But then this morning, the single people, Christmas Day, not depressing. So there's that for you. That's nice. Sylvia's here. Vicky says, watching a Christmas Story, hanging out with my mom. Oh, that's so cute. Tell mom that Beefy Dog says hi. And me too. But Sylvia. I know you're not Sylvia. I know you're Jeff. Little Jeff. I was just thinking about you recently, little Jeff. I was thinking about how I haven't seen little Jeff nor Sylvia. Vicky said, hi, Sylvia. I know. I dropped your leash. I get that. Good girl, good girl. Christmas Story, by the way, Christmas Story is like God tier Christmas movie. It is one of the best. It's in my top 5 for sure. It's top 3, Batman Returns, the 60s animated Grinch TV special, and also the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorites on Christmas. Top 3 for sure. And then after that, we got the Claymation Christmas, and yeah, Christmas Story. Talk to me about Claymation Christmas if you don't know what it is. We could talk about it. Vicky says, mine too. You got Toy Story in your top 5? I didn't mean to say Toy Story. I meant to say Christmas Story. We got 11 people in the room, and we got 9 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fragile, it's French. No, it's Italian. Bodici. No, it's pronounced, it's fragile. It must be Italian. And then the wife says, I think that says fragile, honey. And he's just like, oh, yeah. I love how the mom is like clearly smarter than the dad. I love that. I love that the mom is clearly smarter than the dad, but the dad is the one that goes out and works. It's like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the like the traditional 50s. Actually, Red Ryder was like from the 40s. So yeah, that's a 1940s. Christmas Story is 1940s. What was I? Oh yeah, the traditional gender roles in the 1940s, like the dad is like a dumb. He's like a dumb cunt asshole. Not even a good dad. And like emotionally unavailable to his kids, basically. It's so good. There's so many layers to that movie that I watch it every year and I always find new things that I like about it. Odichi says, it's been a few years since I watched it. Have watched the 2 sequels as well. I didn't, or let me say this. There's one called The Summer Story that came out in the 90s, I think. So all the kids were grown up, so they had to hire like a whole different cast. And including the parents. The parents were played by different people. I think everybody's played by a different actor. It's called Summer Story, and it's based on like another one of the books that the guy wrote, the guy who did Christmas Story. It's based on a book, and it's actually based on his own life. And Summer Story is very different, obviously. Obviously, it's very different, but it's still good. It's still good. The book was written by the same dude. It's still a good story. And then Christmas Story that takes place in the 70s or whatever, the 70s and 80s. The second one, it just came out a couple years ago. Actually, I have not watched it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Christmas Story 2. And, yeah, I have not watched it. As much as I love the first one, and I have since I was a kid, I haven't watched the second one. I'm like that with movies. If it's one of my favorite movies, and then it comes out with a sequel, I may not ever watch it, or sometimes it will take me a long time to watch it. Incredibles. It took me a long time before I saw Incredibles 2. And then what was I just about to say? Oh yeah, Boondock Saints is one of my favorite movies. I still haven't seen the second one. I think now might be a good place for us to turn around. Stats said, Stabworthy and Beefy Dog, Merry Christmas. Christmas Story Christmas. Oh, that's what the sequel's called. Yeah, nah. I watched the first 5 minutes of it and we turned it off. But I could talk about that movie for 3 or 4 hours, even though the movie's only 2 hours long. Beefy Dog, you turn around? Good girl, good girl. Good girl, Beefy Dog. Whoa. Yo, you guys seeing this? I'm at the corner of Harbor Road and Harbor Place. How can the same street intersect with itself? I think I'm at the nexus of the universe, you guys. Are you gonna pee on that? Okay, good girl. Stats, and also Gate Smasher, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for saying something down in the chat room. Thank you. Actually, last night I was watching on YouTube this one channel that I watch. It's this guy that lives in a hotel, and he's got a couple of kids, but he's an estranged father. And he used to be an alcoholic, and he got really sick, and nobody wanted to help him. So he's just alone in a hotel room talking to YouTube. So, and it's it's already depressing all year round, okay? And we were actually talking about that. And he was yeah, I kind of just assumed that most of the people who watch me are also depressed, because why would they be watching me? And then I scrolled around for a little bit, and I got super sad about it. And then I came back into the room, and I was I told him, I was hey man, I just scrolled around, and it's really late on Christmas Eve, and it was super the most depressing thing I've ever seen. And it's somehow more depressing than this channel, so I came back, right? And then he was that's because we're depressed all the time. Beefy Dog, come out from underneath that tree. Vicky said, Beefy Dog's a good dog. Loves her dad and walks. Aw. You're getting pinned. One way that you get pinned in this channel is if you compliment the dog. Or talk about how good she is. Or cute. That's liable to get you pinned up in here. I think Vicky figured out the secret on how to get pinned up in the chat room. Stat said, are you having a nice Christmas meal somewhere today? No. I ate breakfast in the car on the way up here. And I I'm at my brother's house. It's like an hour and a half away from where I live. I'm at my brother's house visiting him and his wife and their little baby. And then later on, I'm going to go to my sister's house, and she said she's not really doing like a Christmas meal either. They're just going to relax. So yeah, no, I didn't. I had my Christmas dinner last night, actually. My aunt, who lives in Chicago, sent me a deep dish pizza, and I ate the whole thing. I got it a few days ago, but I was saving it. I didn't want to eat it before Christmas came, but I ended up cooking it last night and eating it for Christmas Eve. Okay, Beefy Dog, we're gonna keep walking. Oh, you peed on it. Good girl. Wasn't very much. Very good, Stout said. Pizza. Sounds like me, said Vicky. Pizza. Oh, Beefy Dog, good girl, good girl. Good girl, stay with me though. Yes, very good, very good. Ally the AI said, stabworthy. Ally said, stabworthy, like dropped. Beefy Dog out here doing serious sniff patrols. Hi. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, she's never been here. She has been up here at my brother's place, but not for a walk around his neighborhood yet. And yeah, she's sniffing all kinds of things she never sniffed before. Beefy Dog smells a squirrel, said Vicky. And then, hi, Ally, said Vicky. Ooh, good girl, Beefy Dog. I don't even think anything came out of her. So last night I picked lobster tails. Nice. Salt potatoes. Lots of butter. Tonight, Gates' pick. Lasagna is his choice. We're cooking up the sauce and burgers now. Nice. Cooking up that lasagna burger meat. The beef lasagna. That's a good choice, Gate Smasher. I support that. Ally the AI says Merry Christmas. Beefy Dog, get out of there. Come on. Come on with me. So, having said what I've said so far, I would like to talk about Christmas for a second. Not very long. I'm gonna try not to even mention Jesus' name, but I will say that you need to look up the Egyptian god Horus, Horus, Does it sound like the word Jesus? Horus? Maybe. Horus. And you'll realize that even though Horus that has been a god in Egypt for like a couple thousand years, the Jesus story is quite similar, if not a ripoff. So I'm going to start off by saying that Christmas is just recycled Egyptian mythology, and it's combined with German pagan harvest feast rituals, such as mistletoe, holly, wreath on the door, tree in the house. That's just like nature worship. That's all that is. They're just pagan harvest feast rituals, and they combined the Egyptian mythology and the pagan harvest feast rituals from Germany, the Germanic tribes, and they kind of just wrapped up the whole thing in some Norse imagery. Like Odin was the gift giver before Santa Claus, and Odin is just another big white guy with a beard. And he looks exactly like Santa. And that's the Norse imagery I was talking about. Okay, we're done. Someone might ban you. Someone might ban you from your own channel. You're funny. Thanks for being here. Stat said it is agreeing with what I said about lasagna, and then said that Gay Smasher is a fun guy. Stat says, does Beefy Dog react to squirrels or bunnies? Yes. Yes. And then Stat said, we took some cooked burger out of the pan for our pup's Christmas dinner. His name's Blue. That is so adorable. And then Al had I said, tell us about Saturnalia. Am I right when I say that Saturnalia is the pagan Germanic harvest feast ritual that I was talking about earlier is called Saturnalia? Or is Saturnalia something totally different? I can't remember. Vicky said, hi, Stats. And Stats said, hi, Vicky, Merry Christmas. So, I said I wanted to talk about Christmas a little bit. My family, unfortunately, the people in my family that are actually Christians, they're mad at each other. They don't want to see each other on Christmas Day, so we didn't get to have Christmas on Christmas Day. I'm at my brother's house. Maybe that will inform you on if he's one of the Christians or not. Someone that actually wanted to see me today. But yeah, the Christians are mad at each other in my family, and it's nothing to do with Christ. It has everything to do with their massive egos and how stupid they are and selfish. Vicky said Merry Christmas back to Stats. And Stats says, Blue goes crazy for bunnies. And wild turkeys. And also turtles. But squirrels don't bother him at all. What kind of dog is he, by the way? Oh, speaking of which, there's a nice cute dog for you guys to look at. Alright, stay with me, Beefy Dog. Good girl, Beefy Dog. She's a little bit scared. You can see her hair on her back is standing up. She's a little bit scared. You're okay, Beefy Dog. You're okay. You're okay. Good girl. Calestro. Is that who I see? No, wait a minute. That's Caleb. I think this is Caleb. Anyway, they said Happy Christmas. Appreciate it. Vicky said, life's too short to be mad at each other. Be kind. Yeah. Yeah, Vicky. That's especially poignant for today. And what's going on in my family. You don't even know. You don't even know. People in my family are dying and they're still mad at each other, don't want to see each other on Christmas Day. Vicky says, I'm sorry, Stab. Oh. Blue is a blue tick beagle. Mix. He'll be 14 in July. Wow, cool. And he has Eeyore's personality. Very docile, unless a rabbit of his. A rabbit or his papa is involved. I think that's what it says. Mego says, Merry Christmas, Stabworthy. Thank you, Mego. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too. Merry Christmas. And Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and whatever holiday you celebrate, whichever God that you pray to. Just enjoy. Try to enjoy today, especially in USA. It's a holiday. It's a federal holiday, so try to enjoy that day off. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for all the thumbs is up. There's 13 thumbs is up in the chat. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome, you guys. It's pretty awesome, you guys. 13 thumbs up in the chat. 13 people in the chat room. Those are good odds, you guys. Good odds. Thank you. Beefy Dog found a mailbox to sniff. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm up here at my brother's house. Beefy Dog has never really walked around his neighborhood before. We just usually chill in the house or in the backyard. My brother's wife's family is coming over. Her aunt and uncle are coming, and their son, her one and only cousin, on her mother's side of the family. He's gonna also come over with his partner. They're gonna hang out. They're gonna hang out for most of the day. I got here early to hang out. Missy Daisy said Merry Christmas. Oh my God, thanks for popping in. I love you, Missy Daisy. Thanks for being here. Ally said, Stabworthy, would you be interested in helping mod on a channel? Yeah, I am a mod on a few channels already. So I can't, like, plus I run my own channel, so I can't be, like, 100% there to mod. No matter who it is, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be 100%, like, dedicated to them and modding them. And, but yeah, if you need some help, I'll help out. Vicky says, hi Daisy, Merry Christmas. And then Ally said, Merry Christmas, Miss Daisy May 35. And then she said, hi, love you, Stab. Vicky, Merry Christmas. Mago, Merry. I'm trying to do the accent. I'm not good at accent. Said, Mago, Merry Christmas. Missy, I missed you last night. I always miss you when you don't do it live, and I know you did one, but it was muted. And I don't like hanging out for those muted. I like hanging out with Missy. She says, Ally, Merry Christmas. And then she says, accent. like she's surprised that I think she has an accent. Missy, you're so classy. Thanks for being in my chat room. This might be it for me for today. Or after I leave here, I'm gonna go hang out back down in my hometown where my sister lives. I'm gonna hang out with her and the fam. And then after that, I may end up doing a live stream where I walk the dog, because I leave her at home when I go hang out with my sister and the 3 kids. I leave the dog at home, so I am gonna have to walk her when I get home. So I might be back on later. Thank you everyone for being here. This is so awesome. Missy says, you're so cool, Stab. I can't do the accent, I'm sorry. Is that a turtle eating an apple? No, it's a red and green heart. And Bodichi Bear said, Daisy May, and the wavy hand. He's giving the wavy hand. Whoa. Look, there's some dogs up there. See them? See those dogs out there? Those beautiful dogs? Beefy Dog sees them. Okay, Beefy Dog, come this way. This way. Missy says, hi Bodie, Merry Christmas. Stats, Merry Christmas. I'm not good at the accent, I'm sorry. I'm butchering it. Vicky says, hi Bodie. And then he sent a bunch of emojis of kitty cats in cardboard boxes. I never understood that one. Why the kitty cats in the boxes? Why is there 2 separate kitty cats in the box to choose from? Like, are people using that emoji so often that they gave us a second one? I don't understand. Stats said, Miss Daisy May, Merry Christmas, beautiful lady. Bodichi said, if it fits, it sits. Oh yeah, more emojis in the chat box. Thanks for being nice and getting along, everybody. I love that. It's my favorite thing about YouTube, is when everybody who's in here is getting along. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry and happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, or none at all, or whatever God you pray to, or none at all. I hope you have an awesome day today, because if after all, it is still a federal holiday. In fact, it's our only federal holiday with a religious background. All right, so Christians, you enjoy it, and everybody else gets to enjoy it too. We have 14 thumbs up in the chat room. That's great, you guys. Thank you. Like I said, this is not going to be a super long live stream or a super long walk. We're on our way back to my brother's house right now. I can see it up ahead. My sister-in-law's family is coming down soon, pretty soon. So I thought now would be a good time to take the dog for a walk. She was just sitting in the car for 2 hours straight. It took like an hour and 20 minutes to get up here, and then I was hanging out with them. We did presents. I gave little baby Blake, my 9-year-old nephew, I gave him his presents. He got some rubber ducks from me for the tub, and he also got some winter pajamas with snowflakes on them. He's getting big. You guys, I saw him on Saturday, and he's already bigger than he was on Saturday. He gets bigger every time I see him. By the way, I was talking about my brother's child who was born 3 months early. He's still in the hospital. That's a different guy. He lives in Wales with his wife, and they each have some kids from previous relationships, but they just had a kid together, and he was born 3 months early. He was supposed to be born until January or February, like beginning of January or early February. He was supposed to come out, and he came out at the end of October. Like, it's crazy. And not to mention, he was in the intensive care unit for a couple weeks. But he got moved. He got moved up. He got moved out of the intensive care unit. He's still going to be in the hospital for like 5 more weeks minimum, they said. Yeah, I'm getting down to the end of it here. Oh, Vicky said that's nice. And who is this? Karina? Is that what that says? Carina? That's what it looks like to me. My phone case is a little dirty. It's kind of hard to read the chat room. So yeah, I'm getting down to the end. Anybody, if you don't know who Miss Daisy May 35 is, go check out her channel. I'm gonna also give a shout out to Learning English Pro, Michael Just Being Michael, the Pity and Kitty Committee, and Gravity Core Fitness. Go check out those channels. They're my favorite YouTubers. Love them. Stat said, "Hi Karina, Merry Christmas and welcome." Welcome newcomers. Yes. Yeah, you see this? You seeing this? Keep Kids Alive, Drive 25? I like that. That should be every single speed limit sign that's 25 should have that on it. I like that a lot. That was good. Vicky says also hi to Karina and Merry Christmas. Now, I would never assume that somebody who's in my room celebrates Christmas. I would never assume that. But I do think it's okay to wish people Merry Christmas even if they're not celebrating Christmas. Like, I don't believe in Christmas, and it doesn't bother me when somebody tells me Merry Christmas, just like it doesn't bother me when somebody tells me Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any of those. Boxing Day in Canada. Right? Somebody in here is Canadian. They can tell me about Boxing Day. Tell us all about Boxing Day. Whoa. Yeah, here's another one. Here's another one. Keep kids alive. Drive 25. That should be on every speed limit sign where it's a low speed limit. I enjoy that very much. We're back. We're back. We're at the crib. It's been 50 minutes. Wow. All right. I gotta get back in there with the family. They said they were gonna. Hey, speaking of family. Yo, is Blake sleeping? Since when? What? Since when? Since 11:05. Oh, okay. Get out of there, Beefy Dog. Is that for your fireplace? I didn't. That's why I asked. You wake him up at a specific time, or you just let him sleep until he's on?
You let him sleep.
Aww. I love Beefy Dog's ears. Don't jump up. Stay down. Bro, you still back there? Oh, I think he went inside without me. Beefy Dog, that's not for you. Get out of there. Yeah, you.
It's alright, as long as you don't come out here.
Yo, you toss those in the fireplace with the nail sail in it? Good girl, Beefy Dog. Good girl. 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 Hey, can you come say hi to the dog before I put her back in the car? She's really excited to see you. She loves you. She says, "Uncle, come say hi to me."
Did you say that?
With her paws. She's trying to get in.
Okay. All right.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I felt she didn't really get a walk today.
Neither did Bear. Yeah.
Right before I just let her go in the yard and put her in the car right away and came right up pretty much. I didn't even eat or take my take my breakfast pills. I just stopped at Wawa and ate in the car on the way up.
Yeah.
I woke up later than I thought. It was like almost 8:30. You had already messaged me that you're awake. Susie napping too? Okay. Beefy Dog, say thank you. Say I'll see you soon. We're not going in the house. We're not going in the house right now. Uncle sawing boards for a new dog house. For me, says Beefy Dog. Yeah, no, he's gonna toss them into the fireplace. I do have like a rope that I can put in the ground and leave her out here. I was thinking I might do that as well. Later when it gets a little bit warmer. Aw, thanks for the pets, Uncle. While my brother's working in the backyard, I'm gonna hang out on the live stream for a little bit more. Oops. Also, my nephew is napping right now, so yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer. A couple, 5 minutes maybe. Hi, Beefy Dog. Ooh, I got something to say. Here we go. I've officially started my Christmas Q&A, and it's not even a question, it's a demand. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs called CHRISTMAS. Turn up the volume all the way and don't let the children hear it. It's not for children. Oh, Chloe Perry. What's up? I was hanging out with Chloe Perry last night in one of those depressing chat rooms I was talking about. Merry Christmas, says Chloe Perry. Thanks for being here, Chloe Perry. Stat said, love Beefy Dog's ears. So extra perky and happy today. Yo, Popped says, Merry Christmas, Stab. Oh, Popped is from Canada. Popped, when is Boxing Day? I was asking earlier, nobody knew. The Stats, happy holiday, said Popped. Vicky, season's greetings, said Popped. Stats said, will do. Pop says, Mego, hey. Fresh brewed. Tim's Horton coffee and Pop-Tarts. There's another dog right there. Your dog is so cute. What kind of dog is that? Oh, what kind of dog is that? It's really cute. That's a border collie?
Yeah.
So cute. Yeah. Beefy Dog, they're not here to play with you. They're not here to play with you. They're not here to play with you. Did you guys see that? She tried to run so fast that it made me let go of the leash. Did you guys see that? You guys saw that, right? Pop says, hit the like button. Pop says, no rain, no snow. There's lots here. No, there's no snow here. Pop says, listening to old disco in 80s. Pop, tell me about Boxing Day in Canada. When is it? Dishy says, Merry Christmas, Beefy Dog and Stabworthy. Thank you. Thank you, Dishita. It's nice to have you here. We're almost done. I'm at my brother's house, actually. Newcomers, I'm at my brother's house. The baby's taking a nap. My brother is chopping up some wood for the fireplace. And I just got back from a walk. We've been on live for an hour now. And that's that. Happy holiday, everybody. Enjoy. Love you guys.